now we're going to have our Coordinator of Community Service and AmeriCorps Vista, Misha Burt, to introduce our closing speaker. Misha.
Karen Mickey Evans, a native of Chicago, born and raised on the west side of the city, is a living testament of the life-changing power of God's ability to transform the old man into the new. Her experiences have changed her to become a life strategist that encourages others to live in their truth and live their best lives in spite of circumstances presented before them. In addition to having over 15 years of corporate accounting and church administration experience, she is also an author and licensed minister that has established Preparing the Word Ministries, where prophetic revelation meets reality to elevate, enlighten, and empower all. Currently pursuing higher education, Karen understands that it takes submission, humility, discipline, and integrity to lead and prepare others to fulfill their destiny. Please help me welcome Ms. Karen Mickey Evans.
Work this. Hello. Hey.
Hey.
What's up? Hey. All right. Get with me. Listen, here's what I need you all to do. Move from your tables. Go and hug somebody real tight. I know it's been a long day. Hug them. Tell them how awesome they are. Go on, move around the table. Somebody needs your hug. That's right. Hug. Hug Robert Clay. Introduce yourself to somebody. Read a name tag. All right. Ah, you got introduce me. Good to see you. That's right. Hug them real tight. Somebody needs your strength today. Hug them real tight. I didn't say make dinner plans. I just said hug them. That's right. Didn't that feel good? Yes. Come on, clap your hands. Clap your hands. All right, we're going to get started. Once again, a big, huge thanks to Governor State University, my friend Dr. Robert Clay, to the team, and to everyone who thought it, to have me back this year, all right? I'm very humbled to be here, and I'm going to get right into to every presenter that has taught and spoken to us on today. Can we celebrate them? Because let me tell you, this is definitely the season, and the season for women in general. No matter your race or your color, women are on the move, right? Yeah. Women are on the move, and can you just look at somebody and say, and you are part of it? And you are part of it. And then look at them again and say, and we need your part. And we need your part. And we need what you have to offer in this season. So we're here at the S.H.E.R.O conference, and the surrounding theme is from one queen to another. Okay, I know we've been talking about queendom all day today, but the truth of the matter is that there are some women who unfortunately don't feel as much as a queen as they ought. Come on, somebody. Talk back to me. There are some days where you don't feel like the queen. Let me say it like this. There are some days where you don't feel like you are walking in your full potential. Can I get some real people? I only talk to real people. So there are some days where you feel like, I ain't feeling queenie. Because you do know you can look like a queen and feel like a failure. Yeah, I've had a lot of days where I looked amazing, but felt miserable. And we've been talking about that all day long. I don't care how fine and how sharp you dress up. Can't nothing contend with that internal stuff going on. Yes. Look at somebody and say, get your insides right. Get your insides right. Come on now. I know we're on the college campus, but this is how I get down. Is that all right? Yeah. Come on with it. At the end of the day, it's an internal work that makes the external look better. I grew up in a family of fashion. My grandmother is now 88, licensed cosmetologist. She still does 20 to 25 heads a day. Somebody say 88. 88. Fly. In good health. But I grew up and I was built up on fashion and hair and looking good. But I found out something, that when Thanksgiving and Christmas time and holidays come and we sit around the table, we jacked up. But my family is messed up because we were too busy beautifying each other on the outside. But nobody was speaking at the table about building us up on the inside. Right now. One queen to another. So I grew up knowing about fashion and knowing about hair and knowing how to look good on the outside. But then life hit me. Somebody say life will hit you. And what life does is, whoo, it put a demands on every weak area that's in you. So life began to hit me, and then I realized that I didn't have no substance. See, y'all don't like how I'm talking. So then I had to find some substance. So then for me, got a relationship with God, then he began to reveal to me who I really am. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm finna mess up somebody. Your degree ain't who you really are. Your clothes are not who you really are. Your position is not who you really are. You being a mother is not who you really are. Somebody say it's a part of who I am. But look at somebody and say, that ain't all that I house, baby. There's more to me than being a mother, a student, a degreed person, lawyer, doctor. Somebody say there's more to me than that. And when you find out what that entails, then at the end of the teaching, I'm gonna do something that just kind of fell on me when I was driving, which was just really, crazy. I'm gonna do something that's going to allow us to leave this room and, if I could use the word, take authority over our next phase of life. Is that all right? All right. So we're talking about the theme is Queen to Another, and we use Aretha Franklin as our theme, or the person that we wanted to theme our messages around. Lady, what song did you use, lady? You Better Think. You Better Think. All right. So here's what I'm glad about, that everybody chose a different song, but y'all didn't choose the one I chose. And then the one I chose, I said, please, I do not want to have to deal with it. I'm supposed to lead the people on a happy note, right? And so the song that I chose, here are the lyrics. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man, but I found out I'm just a link in your chain. You got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treated me mean. Oh, you treated me cruel. Every chain has got a weak link. I might be weak, yeah, but I'll give you strength. Oh, hey. That's what she said. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Oh, but your loving is much too strong. I'm added to your chain. Somebody said, Lord have mercy. One of these mornings, listen to this. The chain is going to break. But up until the day, I'm going to take all I can take. Chain, chain, chain. Somebody said, Lord Aretha. Lord Aretha. One of the biggest attacks that has been launched against women since the early 1800s is the oppression, listen to this, of who they are and their position, not only in this world, but in politics. For a long time, we have had to fight, somebody say, for liberty. Come on, talk with me. For equality. And for justice. So we are grateful for women and women movements like the women's suffrage movement that began in 1848 under the leadership of Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Beth Candy Stanton. These women served as rights pioneers circulating petitions and lobbying Congress, listen, to pass constitutional amendments, listen to this, that enfranchised, gave us the right, women, to vote. Somebody say we've been fighting for a long time. And so over the years, women have been made, listen to this, to believe that this is how it was and how it should be and how it shall be, until one day the light of revelation, somebody say it entered into the mind of somebody. It entered into the mind of somebody, and one woman whose mind this light hit, it began a movement for change. The first thing I need for everybody in the room to know is that you have been put on this earth, somebody say, to cause a movement. Come on, encourage somebody. Look at somebody next to you and say, you are a movement by yourself. Y'all ain't talking like I need you to talk. Tell them, say, you are a movement by yourself. This is something that I've been quoting over the past couple of months. I've been saying this the past couple of months, and this story, I don't know, I feel like we've been here earlier than this, but this is a story that Keisha from the Polish Group, our president, her and I were having a conversation, and we were talking about clothes, and she was saying, ooh, listen, I said, we got all these clothes, and she said, yeah, I got all these shawls and stuff that I want to wear. Somebody needs to have something so that I can wear some of this stuff. And I said, well, yeah, somebody need that. Then I thought about it. I said, listen, you better wear your stuff. Come on. I said, every day is a special occasion. There it is. And then when I said that, it just totally messed me up. Over the past couple of days, that thing started brewing. Every day is a special occasion. And then the thought progressed. It said, not only is every day a special occasion, look at the person next to you and say, and you are a major walking event. Somebody say, I'm a major walking event. So I don't have to hold a shirt or a blouse or a scarf waiting on, here was the key, waiting on somebody else to throw something. All right. Look at somebody and say, throw your own party every day. Every day is a special occasion. So if you want to wake up in the morning, I wore a whole prom dress on Christmas. I got pictures to prove it. Oh, honey, somebody said it was ugly. Honey, it had cheetah and print and, it was leopard. I mean, I just looked like I was coming from a cotillion. I mean, it was just amazing. Sequins at the top, and I walked in the Dollar General with a whole prom dress on. And the lady say, well, is today a special? Yes, it is. When I opened my closet, this is what jumped out to me on Christmas Day. All right, now. I woke up. Come on. Wear what jumps out at you. Quit making clothes so difficult. Wear what you want to wear. Because guess what I've learned about being a queen? Your opinion don't matter. Don't get me wrong. Of course we care what people think. But at the end of the day, I don't need to run past you what I'm aware. I do what I feel. Because I can. And because I understand who I am. So somebody say, every day is a major walking event. And quit waiting on somebody else to do what you want to do. That's right. Somebody say, I got to stop that. We talk about it all the time. I really want to go travel, but I ain't got nobody to go with. Listen, honey, I love me. I'll pack me a bag solo. You got to learn. Somebody say, I like me. And the reason why you need a group of people, this ain't even on the paper, the reason why you need a group of people to do things, somebody say, because I'm scared of being with myself. You cannot be afraid, somebody say, to be with yourself. Because if you don't learn how to be with yourself, how can you teach me how to love you? I'm on a whole other page. Somebody must need to hear this. I can't teach you how to honor me if I don't even know myself. Touch yourself, say, I got to get to know myself. I got to get to know myself. I'm 46. It took me a long time to get to know myself. I thought I knew myself. But you have to talk to yourself. Say, you know what? When I leave here, I'm going to get to know myself better. Because if I was to move the mic around the room and I was to say, what do you like? Many of you would be fumbling. If I was to move the mic around the room and say, what is your purpose? Many of you would be fumbling. Somebody said, because I don't know myself. You can be moving through life and still not know who you are. Just existing. Going through the motions. Going through the motions. So, Chain the Fool is a song that I chose. So, if I had to give you a thought of a subject, if I had to give you a thought of a subject, somebody said, Karen's going to talk about from fools to fruit.
All right.
Somebody say, I was once a fool. Talk back to me. I was once a fool. But now you're getting ready to see fruit. Somebody say, yeah. We've all had foolish moments. And foolish this is no indictment upon your intelligence. Sometimes circumstances can put you or make you feel like you're in a situation where somebody say, I didn't think smart right there. You know what I'm saying? I got into some things that I didn't think through thoroughly. Somebody say, I was a fool. But that's all right. Somebody say, we're coming out of that. We're going to come out of that. So from fools to fruit, we're moving from foolishness to fruitfulness. Along the way, even with all that you have accomplished somewhere within you, listen to this. I'm talking to some real women, and the brothers are in here too. This could work for everybody. Along the way, even with all that you have accomplished somewhere, somebody says somewhere. The truth is there is a space that is in you that you still house those things that have hindered you and caused you not to progress further along. We were just talking about that, Erica. Somebody say there's a little space in me that is still causing me to be hindered. Come on, let's talk real.
Just a little bit,
Yeah, that's causing me not to be able to progress further along. Aretha said, one of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. One of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. Ask me what my assignment is on today.
What's your assignment?
Thank you for asking. My assignment today, because whenever I speak words, I don't care where I'm at, campus or church. My assignment today is to let you know that today is chain breaking day. Today is chain breaking day. Here's a disclaimer about when Miss Karen speaks. I didn't ask you to sit in these chairs and ask me for your opinion about how I think where you are in this season. I came to tell you, whether you believe it or not, whether you sense it or not, whether you want to receive from me or not, that chains are breaking over you today. What you came in here with, you won't leave with. And I don't need you to agree. You know why? Because I'm a queen that walks in an authority. And when I speak a thing, something happens. Not only does something happen, somebody say, it comes to pass. That's what you got to learn about yourself. Power, life, and double lies where? Could it be that what you spoke is what you seen? This girl said, I'm cutting up. I've been trying to play it safe so I can get back. Could it be that what you're seeing happening in your life is the result of what you spoke? It could be. We're breaking chains.
Could be. Come on here.
It could be. It's all right. Get the tissue. We've said some things through pain, through discouragement, through disbelief, through not having enough faith that unfortunately have shaped what we're contending with today. But I need you to do something crazy. I just need you to go, okay, that's moving today. That's moving today. That's all. Okay, Karen, look, I dropped the tear. That's all right. But that's moving today. Come on, make this campus your sanctuary. Say, that's moving today. And I mean that. Not because she's saying it, because I really feel like that. I'm really tired. Speak to yourself and say, I'm really tired of that. I'm really tired of feeling that way. I'm really tired of going through that. From one queen to another. Are you tired of that?
Yes.
She said, I'm tired. And if you're tired of that, then what you going to do? I can come back next year. I said this last year. I'm not interested in coming to a conference year after year. And then when we come back, we in the same spot. Now, if we come back next year, somebody say it's going to be a different problem. We ain't got no problem gathering on a different problem. But somebody said, if it's got to be a chain, somebody say it'll be a different chain. It'll be a different link we working on. Somebody say next year the link will be shortened. Come on. Because we're going to try to work this out. So it's up to you, listen to this, to remove any links that is keeping you from progressing. So today, chains are going to break over you. So listen, I got a strange thing on me, and acronyms are just my thing. So I got an acronym for you. We're going to take the word fools, and we're going to work with it, all right? And we're going to move fast. We're going to get out of here. The F stands for, somebody say, what does it stand for?
What does it stand for?
Failures. Say, oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
I got a lot of them.
Come on.
I got a lot of them. Failures. So I don't want to talk about so much as to what you failed at. But I want to talk about how do you capitalize off of everything that didn't work. Look at your sister and say, use what didn't work.
Use what didn't work.
We don't need you to dwell on your failures, but we need you to use those and capitalize off of those things. So here's what you need to do when it comes to failures. Somebody say, don't make it personal. I'm finna help you with something. You have got to separate, Robert Clay, this is good. You have got to separate your failures from your identity.
That's good. Come on, teach us today.
I knew that was good. Hashtag me, say something.
That's good, sis. Yes.
Somebody say, I got to separate the two.
Separate the two.
I am, y'all have heard this. This ain't mine. This is somebody else's. I think I've heard somebody say this. I am not what happened.
That's right.
Someone said, that's two separate things. And then let me help you. We got a bad case of allowing other people to bring up what you did in the past. How dare you throw in my face how I messed up in 1943? I'm trying to be a new person. I know what I did and how I messed up. Some people just like to just bring it up. Well, how dare you? You got to put people in your place. Somebody say, I remember when you. Now, I'm not that person anymore.
That's right.
And yes, I did it. And yes, I messed up. But I am not that person anymore.
That's right.
And some of y'all, when y'all need to leave here, y'all got some of them people on the premises of your life right now. You need to flat out tell them and say, I am not what I did last week.
That's right.
I tell people all the time, from day to day, oh, I'm not the same person I was yesterday. Every morning I wake up, God says something to me that's new, which alters my insides. Somebody say, every day, if you avail yourself through reading, when you come to school, wherever you at, somebody say, every day I really change or have the opportunity to. Here's the problem. Look somebody dead in their eyes and say, you don't want to embrace it. That answer then came to you 15 times. Y'all don't like how I'm talking.
You talking, sis. You talking good, sugar.
You done heard this answer 15 times.
Same one.
So the next time it comes, somebody say, I just got to go ahead and embrace this. Somebody says, so I can break the chain. Can I ask a hard question? You just said this. Everybody went in that class. Are you your own holdup? She said, yes. There you go. Let's move on there. We got to break the chain. All right? So we don't want to be our own holdup. So the first thing is failures. Listen, you are not what happened. right? Separate yourself from the failure, and then find out what your identity is. You are not what, somebody say, you messed up. Not what somebody else did to you. Come on. What you messed up. All right? We learn from that. Thomas Edison said this: I have found 10,000 ways something won't work. I am not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is another step forward. Thomas Edison, trying to build a light bulb. He said, I done came across 10,000 ways how I failed at this. But what I realized is that every last one of those ways was an attempt. It was discarded. But somebody say, my failure caused me to go forward. And so that's what you have to understand about things that didn't work. They didn't work to bring you down. But somebody say, they say this all the time at the church: if you're going to fall forward. So somebody say, I failed forward. All right. So somebody say, that's the F in fools. Separate yourself. All right. The O. Somebody say, what's the O? Somebody say, oppression. Uh-oh. We don't want to deal with it. Oppression. You have to deal with what is causing you to be oppressed. Here's the thing about oppression, right? Oppression can be external. You can be on the job and feel oppressed. You can be in a relationship and feel oppressed, okay? You can be feeling like you are enslaved by something. But here's what I'm finding out. A lot of our oppression is coming from within. You keep yourself under mental pressure. Are you the cause of your own oppression? Somebody say, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you know that when you don't make a decision about a thing and you hold on trying to make this decision, that causes you to be stressed out? And then when you become stressed out, somebody say, stress causes you not to feel good. And then when you don't feel good, then you begin to sink. Come on, am I talking? Then you begin to sink. So oppression is not always something hovering over you. Oppression can be something that you're doing to yourself. Many of us are locked and stuck because something on the inside is oppressed. And nobody's doing, you just wake up some days and be like, I'm just sad. Ain't nobody did nothing to you. Like, this is a good week. You're like, I got $5, good, you know. My refrigerator's full. You understand what I'm saying? I was just able to go shopping the other day. You know, like all the external things, you know what I'm saying? Things are flowing well. But you wake up and you're like, I'm still sad. Somebody say, that's that little area. Someone said, that's that little area that you need to get filled. That's the stuff when we have these conferences. That's the stuff that we're going for. We don't want to talk about it. Listen, if your money is fine, that ain't what we need to talk about. If your relationship is fine, that's not what we need to talk about. We need to talk about that one little area that you won't address that is hindering you. Can I encourage somebody? Get your sister by the hand. Get your brother by the hand. Yes. Say, when you leave here today, find that one area. Make you a plan. And pursue it. Break that link. Somebody, I said one area. I didn't say overwhelm yourself. Because I got about 10 I can think about right now. I'll go crazy. But somebody said, get that one area. I had a list of goals. You know, it's the beginning of the year. Ooh, New Year's resolutions, right? So I had a list of goals. I had 10. I scratched 7 off the list. Taking my time to really hone in on what I need to do. You're going to find out that when you deal with that one little area, I'm going to speak a word that a lot of people don't like. We like to float through life, but we don't like to really deal with it. When you fix that one little area, somebody say, this word is going to just fall over your life. Somebody say, order.
Order.
Order. Somebody say, write this down. This is good. Order. Eliminates chaos.
Yes, it does.
Somebody say, order eliminates chaos. So oppression we got to deal with, whether it's external or internal. Somebody say, that's the O. We're moving on. Next. The next O is, here's what we do, that when we leave out of this room, this is going to be a major key for you to progress. The next O is overlook. We overlook things, listen to this, that we really should be more attentive to. There are some areas that you have overlooked in your life, you didn't pay close attention to, that would have, if you had, you'd be further along. Yes. This is very important, ladies, gentlemen, as we leave out of this room and out of this conference. Attentiveness in this season is very important. Somebody said, you got to pay attention. Pay attention. Attentiveness. Somebody say, self-awareness. Clarity of thought. Getting a clear understanding of your place here on earth. Somebody say, that's imperative. I got a quote. Rose Tremaine said, life is not a dress rehearsal. The curtain is up and you are on, so get out there and give it your best shot. Look at somebody and say, life is not a dress rehearsal. This is not the time to be playing with your life.
Right.
Next person says, you only got one shot. Somebody say, I only got one shot.
Shoot it.
Now listen to this. You've had a lot of chances. But somebody said, you really only got one shot. I'm in my late 40s. And I have declared out of my own mouth that at 55, I'm going to retire off my job. And I'm going to retire off my job doing something that I love, and that is fashion. Because that's a shot I should have took a long time ago. Come on. Come on. But I decided that before I leave this earth, I'm going to make money doing what I love. How many of you not doing what you really love right now? Come on. Just raise your hand. Be honest in the room. Come on. Look at you like, I'm going to have to raise my hand. I don't want her to see me. Just talk about this. I'm going to leave this earth doing what I love. And that is being around clothes, twirling in prom dresses, and doing hair. Somebody say, and we're going to make money. You got to get, what is that one shot? You got to be attentive, and you got to zone in on what that is. Somebody say, because this year, talk back to me. Say, this year, I'm going to hit the target. Look the person in the eyes next to you. Say, this year, I'm going to hit the target. Say it again, because I don't think they believe you.
This year, I'm going to hit the target.
This year, I'm going to hit the target. It's going to happen. Somebody say, I'm going to hit it. This is my crew right here. But if they decide not to go with me, somebody say, I'm going to hit it. They go. That's because they want my money. That's what's happening. Because they know this next target, everybody gonna get a piece of the pie. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna be right behind me. Oh, she need 3 pair of these same shoes right here. This is how this whole chain going down. But you gotta hit the target. Life is not, oh boy, I've done this for a long time. I'm walked out what I'm talking. Life is not just floating around. You cannot just float around aimlessly. Come on, somebody. Somebody say, you have got to find your area of expertise. You got to find your area of expertise, all right? So we said we cannot overlook, right? We got to be what? Attentive, right? Pay attention to what you really should be paying attention to so that you can move past the certain area in your life. Hit the target, all right? And so that's O, right? Next is L. We heard this all day long, I believe. Somebody say lessons. C.S. Lewis says this. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Uh-oh. Look at somebody say, I can't change the beginning. But somebody say, I'm getting ready to change the end. Somebody say, I can change the end. I can change the outlook of what I'm seeing. Every lesson you learn, listen to this. It has assisted you, listen to this, in a beautiful ending. Can you encourage your sister? I like talking to each other. Look at your sister and say, your ending is going to be beautiful. Woo! Say it again. I like when stuff just hover. Look at them and say, your ending is going to be beautiful. Right now, I'm sitting here looking at you. You think it's ugly. It look ugly. I woke up this morning to an ugly situation going, okay, you know what? This is not planning out the way I thought. But I have to speak what I want to see. Somebody say, it's going to end beautiful. I believe that. I believe that. Somebody say, it's going to end beautiful. And for it to end beautiful, let me bust up this, because we always think that this is how, if I just get enough money. I'm going to say something. It might hurt. Just give me a hug after it's over. You don't need money. Don't look at me because I don't want y'all to be mad. Look at the person next to you and say, you don't need money. You need courage. You need courage. Courage. Whew. Somebody say, courage will move me in a room with money.
Come on. Come on here.
Woo! Courage will move you into the room where the money is. Somebody say yes.
Yes.
Somebody say, all I need is courage. All right, and it'll move you into the area or the realm that you need to have. So lessons, what we going to do with lessons? Listen, I can't do nothing about what happened. I learned from it. Somebody say, I'm going to take that lesson and I'm going to create a different ending. Is that all right? That was lesson. Here's a Bible scripture. Ecclesiastes 7, 8, and 14. Just going to give you 8. The end of something is better than its beginning. It is better to be patient than arrogant. Don't be quick to get angry to what has happened in the past. Because anger, listen to this. This is Bible. It's typical of fools. Woo! So are you going to, I'm getting ready to say something. Are you going to remain angry or are you going to get aggressive?
Come on.
Uh-oh. Are you going to remain angry about what happened in the past? Or are you going to get aggressive as it relates to your future? One thing I can't stand is somebody wanting me to buy into their vision and you ain't passionate about it yourself. I don't attach myself to nothing dead. If it's not living in movement, then I don't want to be a part of it. So you've got to get passionate about your own life investment. Ask me, what is passion?
What is passion?
Passion is, y'all heard this before, doing something you love and you don't even have to get paid for.
Yeah. That's right.
You can get paid for your passion. You didn't even have to go in it looking for money. But because it flows from your heart, but it can't flow from your heart until your heart is circumcised. Stuff got to be cut away. Out of the heart, y'all might not believe this, flows the issues of life. What you're seeing that's surrounding you, somebody say, that's coming out of my heart. So if your heart is in pain, everything you build is going to be painful. Ooh. Somebody right there, you just need to put your hand over your heart. Do it. Put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath. Say, I need the pain to be released.
I need the pain to be released.
So that my heart, come on and talk back to me, it's all right, can produce something beautiful. Out of the heart, this is scripture, flows the issues. Don't y'all believe that? Flows the issues of life. Can't nobody give you a better life but you. My son Gabe says this to me all the time. Mommy, I want you to buy us a big house. I said, Lord, the pressure. I said, okay. I said, so son, not that I don't believe that mommy can't buy you a big house, but just in case you don't get a big house with my lifetime, I say, here's what I want you to do at 9 years old. I need you to create a plan so that one day you'll get that big house that you keep asking for. He says, oh, okay. So I need to get a job. I'm like, right now we need to worry about school. But you know, whatever you need to do to make it happen. You know, we can get you working and with school at the same time. We don't want to overwhelm you. But the key is, he wants a big house. So I say to him, begin to produce that. What do you think that that's going to take for you to get a big house? You know what I'm saying? And now we got to talk about materialistic stuff, where that really falls in your life, which is not all about that. But you know, what do you need to do? You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like Erica, I'm writing a book, right? I'm writing a book, and in the book, it is never covet what somebody else has. Because the truth of the matter is, you don't know what it took for me to get this red and white black striped blouse. You don't know what it took. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why you can't compare yourself to other people. Because it might look good, but look and say, you don't know what they went through to get it. And you'd be surprised that a lot of people, they compromised a whole lot of stuff to get where they are. But speak to your sister and say, you ain't going to have to compromise. You ain't going to have to compromise. You're not going to have to compromise. Okay? Is that good? Am I saying anything to help anybody? Yes. And we're almost done. We're almost done. Because I need some Starbucks. And so that was what? L, lessons, right? All right. The last one. Y'all already doing this. And we getting ready to go. Y'all already doing this. Somebody say, sacrifice. Karen, I can't give no more. You're going to have to. You're going to have to. Let me tell you what I'm hearing, okay? This next phase that you're going into is going to be one of the biggest pushes that you're going to have to produce. You're going to have to be, I'm going to use these two words, plowing. Y'all know what a plow machine is? You're going to have to be plowing, somebody say, and planting at the same time. Somebody say, I'm going to have to be pushing and working and dropping seeds at the same time. Somebody say it's going to be tiring. But somebody say, there's a harvest. There's a gold that I'm looking for. There's a book. There's a business. There's a degree. Come on. Whatever it is. Somebody say, whatever it is for you, you're going to have to put in some overtime. Somebody said, you're going to have to put in some work. You're going to be plowing, crying, pushing, and planting. But at the end of the garden, somebody say, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. But somebody say, you're going to have to put on, you're going to have your hand on the plow. Woo, going to have the baby on the arm. Going to have a book on the bed. Somebody say, all this going to have to come together. All of this going to be happening. You're going to have to throw a load in the laundry. Going to have to come back to the book. Going to have to pick up the book to write. You're going to have to drop the kids off. Come back, get to the book, whatever it is. Somebody say, I'm going to have to plow and plant at the same time. In order to be successful, somebody say, I got to be strategic. Got to be this. Look, this is for free. I'm hearing this right now. You got to be strategic, and somebody say, I got to be strong. So this is what happened to me as I was driving. Now, I bought these shoes because when I saw them, I said, first of all, these are nice. These are by somebody, you know. I can't think of it right now. But they're a designer, right? And I bought these shoes, and I got these shoes at the thrift store. They're a $350 heel that I got for $15. Y'all mad, it's all right. And I bought the shoes, and when I got the shoes, I held the shoe up and I looked at the heel. I said, well, this is different. It's like glass, right? Y'all see? Can y'all see it? I see it. It's like look, Farrah said, I see it, honey. I see it. Now, Robert Clay, I'm going to ask a strange request. Can you turn the lights off? Yeah, I need the lights. I need the room dark. Somebody said she need the room dark. I'm supposed to tear you up, baby. Need the room dark. Come on now. And before y'all say anything, they ain't even got no more. That's why y'all need to go. I got an event called Thirst and Thrift. I'm going to plug myself. Y'all need to get with me and go thrift it so you can pick up some of these things. So I got the shoe, and I said, well, what is this on the heel? Turn it on, Sugar. Go ahead. I said, wait a minute. Is this a switch?
No, it ain't.
Yeah, girl, that's what they said. Let me see if they still work. I ain't gonna... Hey! I'm sorry. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, that one did.
Can y'all see the light? Ooh, y'all mad at me at this school. Look here. Can you see? Who just said, let me come around. Can you see? You got to hit the floor with them so you can see the light. Y'all see? You got to, it's kind of hard for me to hold my pants up and then so y'all can see. Y'all see that? Look at that. Ain't that thing? I have worn those out. Y'all see that? So this lady said, this is a woman walking with purpose. So y'all see the heel light up, right? So as I was driving, this just fell on me. God said, tell Robert Clay to turn the lights off and leave them with this. Now, you got to receive this. You got to really believe it, because I really believe in receiving things that can cause you to move. Here's what I heard. Tell the ladies and the gentleman who's here that this next season of your life, you're getting ready to light it up. Look at your sister and say, wherever your feet go, you're getting ready to overtake it. You don't like how I'm talking. I'm talking to queens.
Yes, queens. Yes.
You're getting ready to overtake it. So whenever you feel like things ain't working, somebody say, speak to your feet.
Speak to your feet. Speak to your feet.
When your hands don't feel like moving, talk to your feet. When your mind feel like it's just going to flow, speak to your feet. As a matter of fact, can you do me a favor? Can you say something to your feet right now? Somebody over here said, let's go. Now, let me help you with that. If you're going to look at your feet and say, let's go, you need to get up and start walking. Do me a favor. Speak something to your feet and then get up and walk around in it. Come on. Come on. This is crazy. I know it's crazy. That's what I need you to do. Ooh, y'all really talking. Have a conversation with your feet. Have a conversation with your feet. Yeah. You need to start talking to your feet. Quit talking to your friends and talk to your feet. Quit talking about your problems and talk to your feet. Let's move. Yes.
Come on, let's move.
This young lady said, let's move these feet to the millions.
In the millions. Let's move in the millions.
Talk to your feet. People gonna think you crazy, but it's all right. Who you talking to? They're gonna say, who you talking to? Somebody say, my feet.
My feet.
I'm gonna go home and talk to every pair of shoes I got. I just don't want you to be cute. I want you to walk in authority. So I'm having a new conversation. I found a new friend. I'm going to fall in love with my feet in this season. And look at one more person and we done. Just look at them and say something real simple. Everything going to be all right. Now, come on, put your hands together for that. From one queen to...
So let's give it up for Karen Evans. Give her another round of applause. Also, give it up for yourselves for committing throughout the whole day.